Ah! Oh! Ooh! Ooh! It totally freaking worked! No way! I didn't actually expect it to work! Hey, what happened to my quantum armor? Oh, the iridium must have absorbed all the forces that would have ripped me to molecular shreds. Ah, well, whatever. The important thing is I think it worked, guys. We are in our own parallel dimension. Either that or I'm literally on the other side of the planet. But who cares? I didn't die in the nuclear bombs. You know what they say? Nothing quite motivates you to get your math right like the threat of nuclear annihilation. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Provis Gaming and Tekkit. This is the new and improved version. For those of you who can't quite figure that out, it will feel very similar to the old Tekkit Classic in a lot of ways, but the mod lineup is a little bit different. For instance, Industrial Craft is completely gone and has been replaced by a new mod called Thermal Expansion. At least I think that's what it is, which is even better, if you can believe it. Equivalent Exchange has effectively been removed from the game. I mean, it does exist, but it's nowhere near as OP as it used to be, so we won't be using that much. Buildcraft is effectively worthless, unfortunately. But that's fine, there's plenty of new stuff to enjoy. For instance, you got the giant nuclear power plants and particle accelerators. You can even go into space. Yes, magic may have been more or less removed from this version of Tekkit, but instead we can rely heavily upon science. Of course, a lot of the basics haven't changed. Still gotta go around and gather up basic resources, and that's probably what we're gonna have to spend most of our video doing today, unfortunately. Starting from scratch, since apparently none of my tools were able to transfer across dimensions. But you know what? That's completely fine. It gives us an opportunity to experience some of the new machinery and techniques in the game, at least eventually. For now, let's go ahead and build up a basic shelter, and if I can find a cave, what I'd like to do is go digging for resources and see if we can set up a very basic ore doubling machine set. Huh. Is that an oil well off in the distance? I think it might be. That is still a thing in this game. Oil, fuel, biofuel, automated farming techniques, and sludge, and fertilizers, and rocketry, and so on and so forth. Ah, this is gonna be exciting. Hey look, Shapies! Wonderful! I knew that I wanted to make a bed. Drown, you little baba! Oh, cool. And because we're playing on a newer version of Minecraft, we even have things like cocoa now. Wonderful, I can make myself a batch of chocolate chip cookies to welcome myself to this new world. For now, though, it does look like it's going to be getting dark pretty soon, so let's go ahead and set up a very basic shack. Nothing special. You all know that I like to build out a big mansion later, but first I have to commit to a good starting location, or a good place for my base. And without knowing where a cave is going to be, well, I can't really say that this is going to be it, but for now at least. For now, we can at least protect ourselves from the elements and also the roving undead. There we go, place down a little bed, crafting bench, get myself some very basic tools so that now I can go get some stone. And we'll try making myself a furnace with which I can smelt some charcoal and actually get some heat in this frozen wasteland. Also a light source. Obviously a light source would be quite good so that the roving undead don't just spawn on top of my head. Let's see, place down a door in such a fashion that I know it's going to trigger people because it's got a little bit of an offset for texture. I swear in the last series, people just did not understand why I would do such a thing. Well, I'm hopeful that my magnum opus from the last episode shows that I actually do have some rough idea as to what I am doing. All right, let's go ahead and make at least a fair bit of charcoal. There we go. And now it is warm and toasty. Toast. I am a little hungry. Maybe first priority tomorrow is go hunt some innocent livestock and devour their flesh. I know. It sounds horrible when you say it that way, but really when you think about it, that's kind of what we're doing, right? Kinda? Now, of course, your classic player would probably go ahead and build himself a sword right about now, but I am not your classic player. Instead, I'm gonna build a halberd. Why? Because I have knockback and better range. Also, it's just kind of cool to carry around a giant, I mean, it looks like a tomahawk to me, but it counts as a halberd. So, there you go. I just need to be different. Ah, it's a beautiful new day to be swarmed by spiders. Come here. See? Very effective. He couldn't get near me. Alright. Moo cows! Provis needs to eat! Oh god, tiny zombies! Tiny zombies with upsetting legs! Ah! I'm not okay with this at all! Why aren't you burning? Feel like you're supposed to. Chickens aren't moo cows, but they'll do the job. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper Man. Hi. Meh. Okay, this is where knockback is going to be very helpful, isn't it? I wasn't expecting to get into a tussle this quickly. Okay, well, now I have gunpowder. Also eggs. Chicken. It's not quite as good as Chick-fil-A back home, but it'll do. Oh yeah, this is a new feature. I forgot about this. So it seems like with his stone axe it's still taking forever to chop down the tree, right? Well, we've finally upgraded to a version of Minecraft where using axes actually chop down the whole thing above you. Kaboom! Hey! I like that. Is this chicken hiding in the bush? Surprise! What in the heck is this? Some sort of a weird stone ruins. Odd. You know, I sort of assumed that in this alternate dimension... Oh my gosh. Well now, I assumed that in this alternate dimension I would be the only occupant, but it appears someone has already been here and established a dimensional gateway, but this one's actually far more stable than what I was able to create. Do I dare go inside? It is a little early, but YOLO. Whoa. Why are there red dots? Okay. There are scary things floating in the air. Okay, you know what? This seems like a bad place to be right now. Oh, the fabric of reality has indeed been... Wow. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We come back here when we're actually prepared. Good to know that that's there, though. That will be interesting. Ah, there we go. A little bit of coal out in the open. Lovely. Now you will see right off the bat that yes, things like copper are still very much in the game. For some reason, they're listed under Galacticraft as the mod, which is fine, I suppose. But obviously, there's going to be a whole lot more beyond your typical copper and tin and so on. Lead will be one resource we really want to grab as early as we can, but I'll go ahead and pick up the copper. Wait, this copper is under thermal expand. Well, that's weird. Different kinds of copper? That's actually really unfortunate, because that means that these don't stack the way that I want them to. Well, that's weird, but okay, whatever, we'll make it work. You know, as excited as I am to get into this new mod pack, I will admit, there is something just sort of, I don't know, calming and cathartic about just going through the motions and mining out some basic ores. Just good old-fashioned vanilla Minecraft style. I don't know why, it's incredibly repetitive, but it sets my mind at ease. I do have to remind myself I am not invincible. I am very vulnerable in this fresh new world. So, I do actually need to make sure that I go home and sleep before all the monsters spawn, as I am not coated in all-powerful armor. Although that is a thing in this game, power armor, Iron Man style, you'll see. Good thing is, this place does appear to actually open up into a proper cave network. So that's going to save me a lot of time of looking around. Now, will I be able to find diamonds in the very first episode? Maybe. Highly unlikely. But we'll try. What was that? Oh, right, bats are in the game now. That's that squeaking sound. Ooh, what's this? Certus Quartz for the Applied Energistics mod. Yeah, Applied Energistics is kind of fun. Kind of revolutionized the entire storage concept of the game. Basically, I'll just convert everything into digital matter and store it on a giant hard drive. I mean, who doesn't like that idea? A little more advanced than I can handle right now, but theoretically possible. Aluminum. Ooh. I'm not sure if I can mine that with regular stone pick. Can I? Steel will do the job, though. Hey, I like that this is called aluminum instead of aluminium. Means that this was programmed by an American. Oh, say, can you see? Yellowite. Ah. That'll be useful at some point as well if we want to create some sort of a gigantic reactor for all of our power needs. That'll be fun. But again, not something we can tackle quite yet. And there are still sapphires. What do I do with sapphires? I don't think that the sapphire tools still exist, though I do miss them. No, I want that. Oh. I may have gone a little bit too deep down there. Yeah, I do miss my old sapphire tools. Are they a thing? Hang on. Sapphire. Oh, they totally are still a thing. Well, what do you know? Good. I'll be able to reuse that to great effect. Oh, hi there, buddy. Hello. Yeah, nope. Place block. Haha. Can't get me. Oh, God. Almost can get me in the blast radius, but not quite. There are a lot of freaking creepers back there. You know what? We come back later. I can see that you guys are busy. There we go. That should stop that lava throw before it becomes a huge problem for me. Though I will say, lava is going to become a very valuable resource for us. We can use it to power up some dynamos. Kind of like the Buildcraft engines that you're all used to seeing. They're pretty good. Also, it's a lot easier to carry lava around in this mod pack, because you actually can get like giant portable tanks. Really useful feature. Glad they added that in. Okay, we are definitely getting down pretty deep. Is this oil? Sure looks like there actually might be an oil source up here. I'll remember that for later. So we're getting down pretty deep now, into redstone territory, I think. Which means quantum ore? Oh, that sounds, good. Okay, hang on. We'll come back to that. Die! No, I don't want to. Okay, good. Don't feel like dying down here today. Anyway, I have no idea what quantum armor is quantum ore will do. That'll be fun. Mostly though, I'm looking for lead. So if anyone sees any lead, please let me know. Yeah, much as I would love to go down there and get some more lead and stuff. Well, any lead at all, actually. I don't think we can quite survive because there's a million frickin' zombies. That's fine though. All it means is I need to go get a few upgrades, get some armor, better weapons, and then come back and slaughter them all. You guys remember how in the last series I got horribly lost? Yeah, we're trying not to do that again. Of course, let's be honest, it's hardly a Minecraft game if you can get by without actually getting lost at some point. I heard a Baba Black Sheep up there somewhere. Yeah, I still hear it. Whoop. Okay. There's still marble in the game. Well, that's good to know. Aha! There's a tiny little cubby hole. Alright, I think we found our way to the surface. Of course, it is nighttime. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so we do have to be mildly cautious. Never want to be stalking the jungles at night. Things might creep up on you. I don't really know why I said that so dramatically. You've all played Minecraft. You all know exactly what could happen. And I, for one, knows what happens if I try to engage two skeletons at once right now. Bad things. So let's just skirt around them. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a grand chase across the ice fields. Yay! Hello, friendly little spider. I'm sure you are indeed friendly, aren't you? Yes? Well, you will be when the sun comes out. Can't say that I really understand why spiders, lose their tenacity with the sun, but I'm not complaining. Oh, God, no, he found me. Get out of here. Uh-oh, halberd broke. Bad sign, chop him apart. Yeah, you guys stay out of here. Okay, now I feel far better prepared. Let's go back into that cave. Now, I'm not smelting all of my ores, because I do want to unlock a method of grinding my ores down into dust. If you guys remember the Tekka Classic series, you know all about the macerator and how wonderful it is. Well, Industrial Craft doesn't exist anymore, but Thermal Expansion does add in the Pulverizer, which basically does exactly the same thing. So we need to make one of those, but for that, I need my lead. Okay, easy enough to find our way back down here. Now, last time, I think I saw 8 zombies. How many do we have to deal with today? Well, there's one. What is that? Silicon? Okay, well, I would love to get the silicon, but we'll worry about that later. Tiny baby zombies! Way more horrifying than the real ones! I guess I don't mind picking up some gold while I'm out here, too. I mean, who's ever going to complain about having some more gold, right? So this right here is the lead that I'm looking for. Well, some of it is. That's silver. But lead was good. Lead is what I'm looking for. At least a bit of that. I don't remember how much I need. As many as possible. Seems like a good number to me. You know what'd be really cool is if I placed down a torch next to this oil and it lit the entire path up, right? You know, Indiana Jones style. Okay, we're definitely down to the lava levels. Pretty low. Lapis. Okay, that can be useful, I suppose. What are the odds that I actually do find some diamond? Actually, that's a silly question. With the power of jump cuts, I can stay down here as long as I want to. It's less a question of time for this episode and more of a question of, do I have the willpower to keep looking for the darn thing? Peridot. Not to be confused with emeralds, because they're not. But they probably function very similarly. Oh, good, yes, monster spawners. Okay, that explains the hordes of zombies. Sneaking up from behind, eh? Good thing I got iron armor. Oh, good, armored zombies. Is there like another monster spawner up there or something? Oil flowing into lava. Somehow I feel like that should be bad. Creepers, no, that's not what I want to see. Skeletons and zombies I can handle. Creepers, not so much. Get out of here. I can create a Peridot sword to replace my iron halberd. That should work more effectively. Ah, no. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I heard that one. Ow, ow, ow. Well, no luck on the diamond front, but you know what? It's probably fine. I don't really need them right now anyway. What I was really going for was going to be some way to duplicate my ores in the form of macerating them into dust. And we have that. So let's try to find our way home before I starve to death. Hey, what do you know? The good old right hand down, left hand up technique works again. I'd like to know why I can't get any food off of these sheep. Veal's a real thing. Or wait, no, not veal. That's baby cow, right? No, mutton. Mutton's a real thing. Okay, I have smelted up a few lead ingots, so we do have that ready to go now. So, with the materials all in hand, let's go ahead and start creating some sort of resource processing facility. There's a few things that we are going to need. One of the first things is a steam dynamo. Steam dynamos work a lot like the red Buildcraft engines you're used to. We hold down shift, no. Recipe? Oh, hang on. R. There it is, okay. In order to build a steam dynamo, we need some copper ingots. We need a copper gear, which is copper around an iron ingot instead of the old wooden gears that you're used to. And a redstone transmission coil. This thing is made with silver and redstone, both of which I have. Awesome. The other thing that we are going to need is a some leadstone energy conduits, also an energy cell if possible. That requires a frame which is made from lead, glass, and a block of redstone. Yikes. It's a bit harder than I thought. And there you are, leadstone energy conduits, which is again glass, lead, and some redstone. Fortunately, I can make a block of redstone, so that should work just fine. What else do I need? Right, silver and a lot of copper. Let's smelt that all up. While all of that is a smelting, let's make sure we can get some sand to create a bit of glass. Remember, though, we are not trying to smelt all of our ores, just enough to barely get by. Because I'm wasting a lot of potential if I don't convert it into double ores. Okay, so let's see. We need the glass, lead, redstone. I can do that. Rip. Oh my gosh, I love holding down the shift key. That is so useful. Oh wait, I don't have the glass. Darn it. Now let's see. Some lead ingots around the redstone block with glass. There we go, a leadstone energy cell frame. Now, by the name, you can probably infer that this is going to act kind of like our battery. It's just a giant energy cell. It's in the name. It makes sense. Now, it actually occurs to me that I'm not going to be able to make this energy cell quite yet, because for that, we are going to need the conductance coil, which requires something called electrum. An electrum is made by mixing together pulverized gold and silver, which, until we have a pulverizer, that's not going to do much for us. So let's focus instead on getting things like our dynamo. And for that, we're going to need a silver ingot with a couple of redstone to make a transmission coil. And then just a bit of copper, some gears, coil, redstone, ba-boom. We now have a steam dynamo. All right, let's go ahead and make myself a bucket, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that. Now, the pulverizer, which is what we are going to need, is made by using a piston with a machine frame, some flint, copper, and one of those red reception coils, not made of electrum, but made from gold. Now, machine frame, oh gosh, is made from iron, glass, and gold. All right, easy enough. And of course, you've all seen pistons. That's cobble, redstone, iron, and wood. All right, we'll go ahead and make myself that machine block. Kind of running out of inventory space here, aren't we? All right, we have that. We have a reception coil. We have pistons. So all we need now is to mix that with a bit of copper down this way. Or was it up here? Crap, I already forgot. Nope, I had it the first time. Then machine frame, then piston, and boom, we now have a pulverizer. Okay, so I have a dynamo, leadstone energy, and a pulverizer. That is all that I need to go ahead and get started. For good measure, though, let's go ahead and also make myself a strong box using a regular chest and some tin. It's like a regular box, but a little bit better, and I think it interacts better with some of the machinery to auto-store stuff, which is nice. Okay, we want to place down our pulverizer, let's say, over here, plus some leadstone energy, plus a dynamo, and they are all hooked up nicely. Now, the inputs and the outputs are rather important for these boxes. I think blue is the inputs, yellow is kind of neutral, red and orange are outputs, and so on. So right now, this thing is actually set to input energy from the dynamo, which is perfect. If we wanted to change that, though, what we're going to need is the crescent wrench. No, crescent hammer, there it is. And that's made using tin and iron, which I probably will make for myself in a future video. Okay, for the dynamo, we're trying to create steam, right? So for that to work, we need to put in some water. I think that just worked. Yes, there we go. We actually do have some water, plus a little bit of coal right here, and it is building up steam. The more steam it has, the more effective it is going to be. And in this pulverizer, we are generating RF. That is our power for the game. Let's go ahead and put in some gold and silver and try to make that electrum I was talking about. Having a good infinite water source nearby the dynamo would probably be smart. All right, there's our pulverized gold. Hey, cool, we got 2 dusts, and each of those will smelt into a whole bar. So there we go, a basic ore doubling machine. But of course, I still do want to store all that energy, so let's make myself a blend of electrum. I'll go ahead and make a couple, why not? Okay, we'll take the electrum, place a little bit more redstone on both sides. Now we have our conduction coil, which means all I should need is the cell frame plus some copper ingots plus the coil. Easily done. Boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 and done. Hey, we have our leadstone energy coil. And actually, you know what? I got more iron somewhere, right? No? I was gonna make myself a crescent wrench, but you know what? This seems like a great opportunity to macerate some more ores. Not oil, ores. And I think I can probably place down the energy cell right here. Does that work? Yes, indeed. So now we have our basic battery that is storing up all of our excess energy. And that's a very basic machine setup there, guys. Obviously, as this series progresses, we will be getting more and more complex. But at least now I'm getting some of the basic materials I need. Also, cool feature about the pulverizer, not only do we get the double ores we're looking for, but depending on what you're macerating, sometimes you get a little byproduct, like pulverized ferrous metal. That'll be important in another episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and you're looking forward to this series. If so, then I ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hit that notify bell if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time.